Prepare for success with these top 20 TCS Network Security Engineer interview questions and answers designed to help you demonstrate your skills, technical expertise, and readiness for cybersecurity roles. 1. What is the difference between IDS, Intrusion Detection System, and IPS, Intrusion Prevention System? An IDS monitors network traffic for suspicious activity and alerts administrators when potential threats are detected. It is passive and does not take direct action to stop attacks. In contrast, an IPS actively monitors and can automatically block or prevent identified threats. IPS sits in line with network traffic and can drop malicious packets, making it proactive. Both are essential for layered security, but IPS offers real-time protection while IDS focuses on detection and analysis. 2. Explain how a firewall works and the different types: packet filtering, stateful, proxy, next-gen. A firewall monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. Packet filtering firewalls inspect individual packets without context. Stateful firewalls track active connections and make decisions based on traffic state. Proxy firewalls act as intermediaries, analyzing traffic at the application layer. Next-generation firewalls, NGFW, combine traditional functions with deep packet inspection, intrusion prevention, and application awareness. Firewalls are crucial for creating a perimeter defense against unauthorized access and malicious traffic. 3. What are the common cyber attacks on network infrastructure, and how do you mitigate them? Common attacks include DDoS, man-in-the-middle, phishing, malware, SQL injection, and ransomware. To mitigate them, implement layered security, firewalls, intrusion detection/prevention systems, endpoint protection, regular patching, and strong access controls. Network segmentation, secure configurations, employee training, and continuous monitoring also play vital roles. Regular vulnerability assessments and incident response plans ensure proactive and reactive measures to protect the infrastructure. Keeping systems updated and adopting a zero-trust model further enhances resilience. 4. How does SSL/TLS work to secure network communications? SSL/TLS secures communications over networks by encrypting data exchanged between client and server. During the handshake process, the server provides a digital certificate for authentication. The client verifies this, and then both sides agree on an encryption algorithm and keys. Symmetric encryption ensures fast, secure data transmission, while asymmetric encryption secures the key exchange. TLS is the modern, more secure version of SSL. It ensures confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of transmitted data. 5. What is a VPN, and what protocols are used for secure remote access? A VPN, virtual private network, extends a secure, encrypted connection over a public network, allowing users to access resources as if they were directly connected to a private network. VPNs protect data in transit from eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attacks. Common protocols include IPsec, L2TP, PPTP, OpenVPN, and IKEv2. Each protocol offers different levels of encryption and authentication. VPNs are widely used for remote work, secure browsing, and accessing geo-restricted resources. 6. Explain DNSSEC DNS security extensions and its importance. DNSSEC adds a layer of security to the domain name system DNS by ensuring responses to DNS queries are authentic and haven't been tampered with. It uses digital signatures and public key cryptography to validate the origin and integrity of DNS data. This prevents attacks like DNS spoofing or cache poisoning, where attackers redirect users to malicious sites. DNSSEC enhances trust in the Internet's addressing system and is crucial for protecting domain-based communications. 7. How do you secure a Wi-Fi network against unauthorized access? To secure a Wi-Fi network, use WPA3 encryption, disable WPS, and change default router credentials. Use a strong SSID password, enable MAC address filtering, and hide the SSID if necessary. Regularly update router firmware to patch vulnerabilities. Implementing network segmentation for guest and internal traffic and monitoring for rogue access points also improves security. For businesses, 802.1x authentication with a radius server adds an enterprise-level layer of protection against unauthorized access. 8. What is DDoS protection and how can it be implemented? DDoS, distributed denial of service. Protection involves preventing overwhelming traffic floods from disrupting services. It's implemented through traffic filtering, rate limiting, black holing, geo-blocking, and using CDNs or cloud-based scrubbing services like Cloudflare or Akamai. Network and application layer protection, including firewalls, IDS/IPS, and anomaly detection tools, help identify and mitigate attacks early. Effective DDoS protection requires a combination of proactive planning, real-time monitoring, and automatic traffic diversion during attacks. 9. Describe the OSI model and which layers are most critical for security. The OSI model has 7 layers: physical data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application. From a security perspective, the most critical are network layer, layer 3, targeted by IP spoofing and routing attacks. Transport layer, layer 4, vulnerable to port scanning and session hijacking. Application layer, layer 7, exposed to web-based attacks like SQL injection and cross-site scripting. Protecting these layers ensures robust network and application security. 10. What is NAC, network access control, and how does it enhance security? Network access control, NAC, restricts access to a network based on predefined security policies. It verifies a user's identity and device health before granting access, ensuring compliance with organizational standards. NAC can quarantine or deny access to non-compliant devices. It supports 802.1x authentication, posture assessment, and endpoint remediation. NAC enhances security by ensuring only authorized and secure devices connect to network, preventing unauthorized access, and limiting the spread of malware or data breaches. 11. How does SIEM, security information and event management, help in threat detection? SIEM systems collect, normalize, and analyze log data from various sources across the network in real time. They use correlation rules and behavioral analytics to identify anomalies, detect potential threats, and generate alerts. SIEM solutions provide centralized visibility, enabling faster incident response and forensic investigation. They also support compliance reporting by maintaining audit trails. Tools like Splunk, IBM QRadar, and ArcSight help security teams identify hidden threats and streamline threat detection and response efforts. 12. What are zero-day vulnerabilities, and how can organizations defend against them? Zero-day vulnerabilities are unknown security flaws in software or hardware that attackers exploit before developers release a fix. Since no patches exist, these attacks are highly dangerous. Defenses include using behavior-based threat detection tools like EDR/XDR, applying virtual patching, limiting user privileges, isolating critical assets, and maintaining network segmentation. Regular threat intelligence feeds help in early detection. Strong security hygiene, layered defenses, and proactive monitoring reduce the risk of zero-day exploits impacting the organization. 13. Explain the role of PKI, public key infrastructure, in network security. PKI manages digital certificates and public key encryption to secure electronic communications. It enables confidentiality, data integrity, and authentication using a pair of cryptographic keys, public and private. PKI verifies the identities of users, devices, and servers through Trusted Certificate Authorities (CAs). It's crucial for enabling HTTPS, email security, code signing, and secure remote access. PKI plays a central role in building trust, preventing impersonation, and protecting data transmitted across unsecured or public networks. 14. What is port scanning, and how can you detect and prevent it? Port scanning is a technique attackers use to identify open ports and discover services on a network device. It's often a precursor to exploitation. Detection methods include analyzing logs, using IDS/IPS, and deploying honeypots. Prevention strategies involve blocking unnecessary ports, using firewalls, limiting ICMP responses, and applying access control lists (ACLs). Tools like Snort, Zeek, or SIEM systems can detect scanning behavior. Regular network monitoring and timely response help mitigate port scanning threats. 15. How do you perform vulnerability assessment and penetration testing (VAPT) on a network? Vulnerability assessment identifies known weaknesses using automated tools like Nessus or OpenVS. Penetration testing simulates real attacks to exploit vulnerabilities, often done manually or with tools like Metasploit. The process includes scoping, reconnaissance, scanning, exploitation, and reporting. VAPT helps organizations understand their security posture, uncover misconfigurations, and prioritize remediation efforts. Regular VAPT ensures compliance and reduces risk exposure. It's crucial to obtain authorization before testing and ensure minimal disruption to live systems. 16. Have you worked with Cisco ASA, Palo Alto, or Fortinet firewalls? Explain your experience. Yes, I've worked extensively with Cisco ASA for VPN configuration and access control, Palo Alto for application layer traffic filtering and threat prevention, and Fortinet FortiGate for UTM and SD-WAN features. I've handled firmware updates, policy rules, NAT configuration, and logging. I also use their management consoles, ASDM, Panorama, FortiManager, for centralized control. Each platform has its strengths, and I've customized rules to align with business needs while ensuring high availability and compliance with security standards. 17. What are some open-source security tools you have used, e.g., Wireshark, MAP, Snort, Metasploit? I've used Wireshark for packet analysis and troubleshooting, MAP for network discovery and port scanning, and Snort as an intrusion detection system to detect traffic anomalies. Metasploit is my go-to for penetration testing and exploit research. I've also utilized OpenVS for vulnerability scanning and Kali Linux as a platform for security testing. These tools provide powerful insights, support training and testing, and help assess and strengthen an organization's security posture effectively. 18. How do you monitor and analyze network traffic for anomalies? Network traffic is monitored using tools like Wireshark, NetFlow, Zeek, and CM Solutions. Anomalies are identified by establishing baselines and detecting deviations in behavior, such as unusual login times, data exfiltration attempts, or protocol misuse. Monitoring involves both real-time alerts and periodic analysis. Correlating logs from endpoints, servers, and firewalls helps uncover hidden threats. Automation and AI-driven analytics enhance threat detection, while regular reviews ensure tuning of thresholds to reduce false positives. 19. What is WAF Web Application Firewall, and how does it protect against attacks? A Web Application Firewall, WAF, protects web applications by filtering and monitoring HTTP traffic between the web app and the Internet. It defends against common threats like SQL injection, XSS, file inclusion, and cookie poisoning. WAFs use rule sets to detect and block malicious requests. They can be deployed as hardware, software, or cloud-based services, e.g., AWS WAF, Cloudflare. By protecting the application layer, WAFs play a crucial role in securing customer-facing services. 20. Explain how Endpoint Security Solutions, EDR/XDR, enhance network security. EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response, provides real-time monitoring, threat detection, and response capabilities on endpoint devices. XDR, Extended Detection Response, goes further by integrating data across multiple security layers, endpoints, servers, network, cloud. These solutions detect sophisticated attacks using behavior analytics and threat intelligence. They support automated response, investigation, and containment. EDR/XDR improve visibility, reduce dwell time, and streamline incident response, thereby enhancing overall network security and protecting against advanced persistent threats. 21. What are the key differences between ISO 27001 NIST and SOC 2 compliance frameworks? ISO 27001 is an international standard focusing on building and maintaining an information security management system, ISMS. NIST provides detailed technical cybersecurity guidelines, like NIST 800-53, primarily used in the U.S. federal sector. SOC 2, developed by AICPA, ensures service providers securely manage data based on trust service criteria. ISO is certifiable. SOC 2 results in an audit report. NIST offers more technical control granularity, whereas ISO and SOC 2 are broader in scope. 22. How do you ensure compliance with GDPR, HIPAA, or PCI DSS in network security? To ensure compliance, I implement encryption, access controls, audit logging, and data minimization. For GDPR, I ensure user consent, right-to-be-forgotten capabilities, and secure data handling. For HIPAA, I follow PHI's safeguards and conduct regular risk assessments. For PISA DSS, I secure cardholder data, segment networks, and maintain regular VAPT. Training staff, updating policies, and maintaining documentation are key. I also perform regular audits to assess compliance and identify gaps in data protection practices. 23. What is Zero Trust security and how is it implemented in a corporate network? Zero Trust assumes no implicit trust, even inside the network perimeter. Implementation involves identity verification, least privilege access, continuous monitoring, and microsegmentation. Technologies like MFA, SSO, NAC, and EDR enforce strong access controls. Each access request is verified based on user, device, and context. Network traffic is encrypted and monitored at all layers. Zero Trust strengthens security by minimizing the attack surface and preventing lateral movement within the corporate network. 24. How do you handle security incidents and breaches in a network environment? Handling incidents involves a structured incident response plan. Detect, analyze, contain, eradicate, recover, and document. First, I identify indicators of compromise via alerts or logs. Then I isolate affected systems to prevent further damage. Malware is removed and vulnerabilities are patched. I conduct post-mortem analysis to determine root cause and improve defenses. Communication with stakeholders and regulators, if needed, is crucial. Regular drills, logging, and CM integration enhance response speed and accuracy. 25. What are the best practices for patch management in network devices? Best practices include maintaining an inventory of assets, categorizing them by risk level, and using automated patch management tools. Test patches in a staging environment before production deployment. Apply critical patches quickly and follow vendor advisories. Schedule regular updates, document patching processes, and ensure rollback procedures are in place. Monitor patch effectiveness and scan for vulnerabilities. Combine patching with configuration management and change control policies for better governance and reduce security risks. 26. Describe a time when you identified and resolved a critical network security issue. Once, I detected unusual outbound traffic from a server, indicating potential data exfiltration. Using a CM tool, I traced the source to a compromised admin account. I immediately disabled the account, isolated the server, and began forensic analysis. It revealed a phishing email compromise. I removed malware, reset credentials, and applied additional MFA policies. A security awareness session followed. This quick response prevented sensitive data leakage and highlighted the need for stronger identity controls. 27. How do you stay updated with the latest cybersecurity threats and trends? I subscribe to trusted sources like ThreatPost, Krebs on Security, and SANS News Bites. I follow advisories from CISA, MITRE, and vendor bulletins. I regularly participate in webinars, attend conferences like Black Hat or RSA, and join professional forums and LinkedIn groups. I also take online courses and certifications to stay technically updated. Staying proactive helps me anticipate threats, understand evolving TTPs, tactics, techniques, and procedures, and implement timely defensive strategies. 28. Have you ever faced resistance from teams when implementing security policies? How did you handle it? Yes, while enforcing stricter password policies, some departments resisted due to usability concerns. I addressed this by explaining the risks of weak credentials and demonstrating how breaches could impact operations. I collaborated with HR and IT to balance security with usability, proposing password managers and MFA for ease. Through workshops and involving stakeholders early in the policy design, I gained support. Clear communication and aligning security with business goals helped overcome resistance successfully. 29. What steps would you take if you detected an unauthorized device on the corporate network? I would immediately isolate the device by disabling its network access via the switch or NAC system. Then, I'd identify the device owner and determine if it's malicious, misconfigured, or unsanctioned. If needed, I conduct forensic analysis to check for data exfiltration or malware. Logs will be reviewed and relevant alerts documented. I'd also update access policies and refine NAC rules to prevent recurrence. The incident would be reported and used for security awareness training. 30. How would you explain complex security concepts to non-technical stakeholders? I use simple analogies and focus on the business impact rather than technical jargon. For example, I explain firewalls as security guards checking IDs or encryption as locking data in safe. I align the explanation with their roles, highlighting how a breach could affect revenue, customer trust, or compliance. I use visuals, dashboards, and real-world examples to make it relatable. Clarity, context, and empathy are key when translating technical risks into business concerns. This concludes our top 20 TCS Network Security Engineer interview questions and answers. Mastering these responses will enhance your confidence and showcase your cybersecurity expertise, helping you stand out in interviews and secure your ideal role. Stay updated, stay prepared, and approach each interview with professionalism and technical clarity.